Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you thought you knew about yourself and the world was just a story created by your mind, shaped by your experiences, and reinforced by your beliefs. Imagine realizing that the you've been living as, the person with a name, a history, and a future, is just a character in that story, and that the real you, the true you, is something far greater, far deeper, far more mysterious. This is awakening. It's the moment when you see through the illusions of the mind and touch the essence of who you really are. But what comes after awakening? What happens when the story falls away and you're left with the vast, uncharted territory of your true self? In this episode, we'll explore what comes after awakening, the challenges, the discoveries, and the endless journey of self-exploration. Let's start with a simple question. What is awakening? Awakening is the moment when you realize that you are not your thoughts, your emotions, or your experiences. You are the awareness behind them. You are the space in which they arise and pass away. This realization is often described as a sudden shift, a moment of clarity, a glimpse of the truth. But awakening is not the end of the journey. It's just the beginning, because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. And from that moment on, your life becomes an endless exploration of what it means to live from that truth. So, what comes after awakening? The first thing you might notice is a sense of disorientation. The old story, the one you've been living as, no longer makes sense. The roles you've played, the goals you've pursued, the beliefs you've held, they all start to feel hollow, meaningless, even absurd. This can be unsettling, even frightening, but it's also an opportunity to let go of what no longer serves you and to discover what's truly important. Here's an exercise to try. Close your eyes if you can and just listen. Listen to the sounds around you. The hum of the air conditioner, the chirping of birds, the distant noise of traffic. Now, shift your attention to your breath. Feel the air moving in and out of your body. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. And as you do this, notice something else, the thoughts that arise. Don't engage with them. Don't try to push them away. Just notice them. Say to yourself, "Oh, there's a thought." And then bring your attention back to your breath. This simple practice is the foundation of awakening. It's the art of observing your thoughts without getting caught in them. And the more you do it, the more you'll realize something extraordinary. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind the thinking. You are the space in which thoughts arise and pass away. And in that space, you'll find a sense of peace and freedom that's beyond words. Now, let's go deeper. After awakening, you might also notice a sense of freedom. Freedom from the need to control, the need to know, the need to be something. This freedom can be exhilarating, but it can also be challenging, because without the old story, without the roles and goals and beliefs that used to define you, you might feel lost, uncertain, even vulnerable. But this is where the real journey begins. This is where you start to discover who you really are. Here's another exercise. Think of a role you've been playing, a role that no longer feels true to you. Maybe it's the role of the achiever, the caregiver, the perfectionist. Now, imagine stepping back from that role. Imagine observing it from a distance, like a character in a movie. Notice how it feels. Does the role still define you? Or does it feel smaller, less significant? This is the magic of awakening. It allows you to see your roles for what they really are. Just stories, not facts. As you begin to let go of the old story, something remarkable happens. You start to discover the real you. The you that's been there all along, beneath the roles, beneath the beliefs, beneath the thoughts. This real you is not something you need to create or achieve. It's something you already are. It's the essence of who you are. And the more you connect with this essence, the more you'll find a sense of peace, clarity, and purpose that's beyond words. Now, let's explore the endless journey of self-exploration. After awakening, life becomes an adventure of discovering who you really are, what you really want, and how you really want to live. This journey is not always easy. It's full of challenges, uncertainties, and unknowns. But it's also full of wonder, discovery, and joy. Here's an exercise to try. The next time you're faced with a decision, pause for a moment and step back. Imagine yourself standing on that mountaintop, looking out at the vast landscape of your life. Notice how small the decision feels from this perspective. Notice how it's just one small part of a much larger whole. And in that noticing, you'll find a sense of peace and freedom that's beyond words. As you begin to live from a place of awakening, something remarkable happens. Your life begins to transform. You start to see through the illusions of the mind. You realize that much of what you believe about yourself and the world is not true. It's just a story, a narrative your mind has created to make sense of the world. And in that realization, you find freedom. Freedom from the need to control. Freedom from the need to know. Freedom to simply be. In the next episode, we'll explore how to deepen this sense of freedom and uncover the true nature of the self. Until then, take a moment to practice awakening. Notice the world around you. Notice the sensations in your body. Notice the thoughts in your mind. And in that noticing, you'll find everything you've been looking for. Your friend, philosopher, and guide, Dr. Surendra.